Channel. So before I start talking about what's gonna go down in this video, I want to talk a little bit about my last one, and that was the video that I did with Jasmine V. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all of the love on that video. I was never expecting it to get that much love, and I'm so surprised. I'm so shook, honestly. If you guys haven't watched it, then go ahead and check it out. It's a really good video, and I can't wait to film with her again. She's amazing. She's a beautiful soul, and I'm so glad that life has like connected us together. But anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you guys, because that video I think got about like 65K views, and that's insane for me. Any other video that I posted before that, it was like 1,000 or some, barely even 1,000. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of the love on that video. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial, and I only did the eyes. I didn't film me doing my face because I feel like it's honestly kind of the same. So I am going to be playing with the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Vlog collection. I'm so freaking excited for this. I remember when she first announced it, I was like ready to buy it like this, and then it like got recalled and all of that, and I was like, oh no, and then it felt like forever, and now it's in my hands. I do not have one of them. I only have 3. When I went to Ulta to go pick these up, they were already all sold out of the yellow one. I don't even know if that's what it's called. I'm only calling it that because I saw like a yellow shade in there. So that's the one that I wasn't able to get, but you know damn right, I'm gonna go right back up in there and I'm gonna go buy it when they have it in stock. In the tutorial, I didn't just use like one of them. If you guys do want a video like that with like, I can do a look using each individual palette, but for this video I kind of mixed them all together since this was my first time kind of playing with them. I didn't want to give myself any limitations, you know what I mean? I just kind of wanted to go for it, so it's exactly what I did. If you guys wanted to see how I created this look, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so since I do have 3 of the palettes, I'm just going to kind of use them all together. I'm going to first take a little mixture because I want like an orange soda kind of color. And Jaclyn does have that one in this palette. It's the Poof color, but I need it to be a little darker, so I'm going to mix it with the Rush color right here. And this will be our transition shade. Oh girl, what is going on? So I've already prepped my eye with concealer, and it's kind of creasing. Blend all of that out, make sure everything is nice and smooth. I'm going in with a Morphe M441 brush and dipping into these 2 colors, mixing them together. I'm going to be bringing it out slightly, not super crazy and like a crazy defying V. Alright, so after we have our transition colors laid down, I'm going to be going in with the shade Alert, and that is that color right here. I'm going to be putting this right underneath the transition shades we just set down. And I do want to focus this going pretty heavily into the inner corner. I'm going to be switching palettes, and I'm going to go into the shade Sparks right here. This one is in the purple palette. I'm going to be taking a MAC 217, and we're going to be placing that right in here. And this color as well, we're going to focus going into this inner corner. So I'm going to be going in again with the purple palette, and I'm going to be taking this purple one and maybe mixing it a little bit with this one here. And those are going to go in the outer corner. So now that everything's all nice and blended, I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease. I'm going to be using the Colourpop Pro Filtr Concealer to carve out my eyeshadow. I'm using my Chanel concealer brush. This is the brush that I use for literally everything. And I am using the shade Fair 06. Alright guys, so going back in with the Mystic and Rockstar shade, I'm going to be taking that on our blending brush. And I'm just going to be tapping this out. Now with this, we're going to start to bring it going this way. I want this to be like at an angle. And now this brush is so hard to do this with. So I think I'm going to switch over. So I'm going to use more of a precision brush for this. And this is going to be a MAC 219 brush. It's a pencil brush. There we go. And then taking the orange colors that we use, the Alert and a little bit of the Rush. I'm going to be using that and blending that out on top of this. After we have like that nice ombre, we're going to go in with that poof color. We're going to be using this to blend out that orange. So I'm taking that Mystic shade on this tiny Morphe M515 brush. This is so good for getting into all of those spots that you really just need a tiny brush for. So I was debating on whether to go with this Berry Treasure color or just pure black. I think I'm going to go with the black. I'm going to be taking this Morphe M515 brush, and this is the super tiny one. I don't want to use anything bigger than this. And I'm going to be placing that right underneath this purple. So you don't want to go over the purple because you still want that to be peeking out, but you do want this darkness down here. But the closest you can get it to your lash line, the better. And the good thing about this is that we already blended out the purple, so we don't really need to go in and blend anymore. You just kind of have to set it down and you're good. Then I'm going to be going in with a little bit more of that black just on a blending brush, and I'm going to shine slightly, place it right in here. Like, I don't want to bring it any further than in this area. And then I'm going to go back in with our blending brush that we use for all of the purples, all the darker purples at least, and start blending this out. So I'm going to be going over this cut crease with this Urban Decay glitter liner. This is in the shade Glam Rock. And I'm going to start outlining where I had cut the crease. Alright, so I definitely think this look needs some lashes. So for mascara, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So for my lashes today, I'm going to be using Lalalashes, and these are in the style Maria. I'll go ahead and take them out so you guys can see them. One thing that I like about these lashes that kind of make them a little different than other ones is that these ones are super black. Sometimes when I order lashes, like, they're not as black and they look like kind of gray. I don't know if that's like just a thing that I'm concerned about, but if I like kind of compare my Morphe ones to like these ones, they just look so much more like the color. I'm not talking about like how dense they are, because obviously if they're more dense they're going to be darker, but I'm talking about like the actual like color. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm basically done with the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and do my face off camera, but I will be back so you guys can see me do my lower lash line. Alright guys, so I'm back mid-face beat, okay? Don't judge me too hard because like I said, this is mid-face beat. Right now, I'm going to be working on my lower lash line, so I'm just going to be taking some translucent powder and setting that under my eyes for right now. So, starting off, I'm going to go in with the orange colors. So, I'm going to be going in with the orange palette, and we are using the shades Rush and Alert, and I'm going to be placing that right under here. And I want everything to be super smoked out, so I'm going to be sure to bring that kind of pretty low. Perfect. So after we have that orange color down, I'm going to be going in with the shade Sparks. And that's this reddish magenta color. And I'm going to be using this with a pencil brush. And we're going to be putting that as another transition shade. And after all of that shadow, I'm going to be going in to line my upper lash line and also my lower lash line. I'm using an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in the shade 0. So after I've lined my waterline, I'm going to go back in with my super tiny pencil. This is the Morphe M515 brush. Going into that black shade, Temptress. I'm going to be smoking this black out. I feel like my eyes are too watery for this step right now. Like, girl. Blend out that black because it is pretty harsh. I'm going to be going in with our purple shades, Rockstar and Mystic, on another pencil brush. And this will be our transition. So now I'm just gonna dust away all this under eye powder. Alright guys, so I'm completely done with the rest of my eyes, but I am not done with the rest of my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish everything up and I will be right back. Alright guys, so that is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, then go ahead and leave them in a comment and I will be sure to get back to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to add me on Snapchat, on my Instagram, and on my Twitter. I do have a Twitter. I don't use it too much, but is there, you know what I mean? I'll go ahead and have them linked down in the description, and I will also try and list all of the products that I use in the description as well. I know I got a couple comments about that on my last video. You guys wanted an actual list, and I will be sure to do that for you this time. And that is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!